Breaking news. Oprah 2020, she just made up her mind about running for president. She said although Oprah Winfrey had at one point sounded sensible and confirmed that it wasn't part of her plans to run for president, it seems like the idea of being the first black woman president is starting to sound swell to her. In an interview for the March 2018 issue of InStyle magazine, the former talk show host who once said all white people needed to die was asked how she felt about the prospect of what would be a historic campaign to put a black woman in the White House.Although the interview was conducted a month before her speech at the Golden Globes, she replied she's always felt very secure and confident with herself. I guess that's why she's usually gaining weight and dieting or getting surgery to remove the excess baggage. She knows very well what she can do. Oprah was going viral for a bit when everyone thought she would run for president in 2020. That's squashed. She added that running for president isn't something that interests her, nor does she have politics in her DNA. She has entertained the notion of a presidential run, but that's all it was. Entertainment.The idea of a woman who once said white people need to die, being president does not seem like a very good idea for the race relations of America. CNN reports. President Winfrey was the talk of the entertainment world after Winfrey accepted the Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globes. And the Oprah for President possibility was a top story on morning TV. The touchstone of her speech was the #MeToo movement. But her hopeful message, "A new day is on the horizon," could have doubled as a campaign rallying cry. Many liberal-leaning celebrities and viewers certainly heard it that way. And that may have been exactly what Winfrey wanted. As some political strategists have pointed out in the past year, her fame and wealth could make her a formidable Democratic Party candidate. But insiders have their doubts too. Would Americans really choose a TV star as president twice in a row? For now, it's all just talk. But her fans demonstrated a lot of wishful thinking on Twitter and Facebook after her speech. Winfrey has deflected questions about a presidential run in the past, but she has also acknowledged that President Trump's election upended assumptions about how to pursue political office. After the speech, Winfrey's longtime partner Stedman Graham was quoted saying a run is a possibility. "It's up to the people," Graham told a Los Angeles Times reporter. She would absolutely do it. Winfrey campaigned for Barack Obama in 2008 and endorsed Hillary Clinton in 2016. During Clinton's campaign, she discussed the prospect of a female president and said, "America, it's about time that we made that decision." She said it would be a seminal moment for women. But the moment has yet to happen, which is one of the reasons Sunday's speech stirred so much attention. Winfrey has deep pockets, an even deeper well of charisma, and instant name recognition, thanks to decades on The Oprah Winfrey Show. Reese Witherspoon alluded to her friend's superstar status while introducing her at the Globes. "There's only one person whose name is a verb, an adjective, and a feeling. And that is Oprah. What she lacks is political experience." Winfrey laughed while the studio audience applauded. For political advice, she could call the Obamas. Winfrey vacationed with the couple in Tahiti last spring. That's funny because if she were ever president, then she'd be better off calling President Trump. His America is thriving better than ever, and his advice would be more effective than if she called former President Barack Obama. His America didn't succeed like what we see right now. The Democrat Party has no one to run in 2020. They floated Oprah, John Kerry, Bernie Sanders, and they can't come up with a winner. They've even copied the Republican idea of running a billionaire celebrity as a candidate. Oprah proves how desperate they are to have someone run. Although we are still 2.5 years away from the next election, never underestimate the hilarious antics of the American populace. If we weren't allowed to criticize Obama because he was half black, then imagine the rules the left will come up with if our next president is a liberal black woman who suffers from weight issues. Could you imagine the cartoons if Oprah was president?